All right, my friends, we are in Malvern, Iowa. This is the front room of Malvern Manor. Been here many times, one of my favorite locations to check out. Originally was a hotel in the old railroad days, and then it became kind of a mixed-use property over the years. We'll go upstairs in a second. Let me show you the rest of the first floor here. We kind of get a sitting room here, little kitchen in the back. Main activity, though, if we're going to start talking paranormal activity, happens down here. So like I said, it was mixed use. So it became a nursing home for a little bit. And then after that, it was kind of a rehab facility for people with various backgrounds and maybe some addiction issues and stuff. So, but if we come down here, you can take a look in all these little rooms here as we walk down. You got some creepy dolls and things, as is always needed. One of the best parts is the Shadow Man hallway. Now, when we had a nursing facility here, we would have had a nursing station here, patient rooms throughout this hallway, and many times people have turned to see a tall, dark shadow figure rushing at them from down this hallway. So it's apparently very frightening. I have never seen that figure here, but I have had a lot of footsteps in this hallway. We've had voices in this hallway, lots of object interaction. Very cool place. Pool table room's always very active. A lot of toys and things in there for people to play with. If you see the chairs that are set up are for part of tonight's Spirit Quest event and some of the activities that I do with that. And they also have some different things in here in terms of wheelchairs and stuff that would have been commonplace when it was a nursing facility. All right, let's continue back. We'll head down Shadow Man hallway and we'll turn. We'll go back up to the front. I've been coming here for many years now. I like to refer to Malvern Manor as like the paranormal onion. There's layers of history here. There's layers of activity here. There's lots to see and explore. Joshua Hurd, who's the owner, is a fantastic guy. And everybody around here knows him, loves him. And he allows people to come here to take tours. And you can rent out the place and investigate. So we go upstairs here to the second floor. And you'll see there's quite a bit to do. So we can go either way, right or left. We'll go down this wing first. Tons of rooms to check out, little places to explore. Lots of activity happens throughout here. We had stories of two gentlemen who would go back and forth across the hall to each other's rooms. Now, one of the stories is that the man was hurting the other man, and then through some interaction and activity and questioning we've done, we found that maybe there was a different type of relationship, and it wasn't quite a violent one, but maybe more of a loving one. So we may hear different voices from these two rooms. And we're going to quickly pop in the attic space, only because it's so hot. Tiny, tiny little attic stairs. And people have been scratched up here. People have heard lots of voices up here. It's a very cool little spot for sure. At least in terms of activity. Not so much in terms of temperature. So we'll come back down to this second level. I want to go over to the other side where I've had some of the best encounters over the years. So we come around here. We got this front room with a little Christmas theme. I like that. Then we come down here and we have what's known as the captain's room, which I'll show you in a second. Captain seems to be more of a surly type of man, doesn't like to be bothered, but a lot of investigators come up here and bother him nonetheless. I like to kind of just stand here and put equipment in the room, let the equipment do the work and not bother the fellow. I was also once standing with my back to this little bathroom area, and as I was trying to address the captain, I actually had physical marks of something scratching my back. With all the years I've done this, it's only happened 2 or 3 times. Kids' room, lots of stuff in here. And the last room, this room here is often referred to as Inez's room or Inez's room. And the story is she was a young girl who maybe had been murdered here or perhaps died by suicide here. There's been nothing to substantiate those stories. However, we have had interaction with what sounds like a young girl that answers to that name. And my question becomes, did we tell that story so many times? Did we create this idea, this spirit? And perhaps it's just all of our collective consciousness working together here at Malvern Manor, creating this entity, creating this energy. Because we are more powerful than we think we are. It's always something to keep in mind. I must get going as we have to start tonight's event. But I hope you enjoyed this little walkthrough of Malvern Manor. If you're ever out in Malvern, Iowa, make sure you grab ice cream in the little town. It's my favorite thing. And then make sure you come here to check out this amazing place. Say hello to Josh Hurd at Malvern Manor.